Peace, family. Yeah, and another one. Welcome to A Deck a Day. I am feeling the vibes. If you had a chance to either participate or tune in to the live that we did, it was just overwhelming. It was beautiful. It was love. It was love ethics. and if you haven't had a chance to see it, I dare you to watch the whole thing. Over 3.5 hours of absolute bliss. I'm grateful to my soul tribe. And as a result, I am still in the vibes. I'm still feeling the energy, and we're still aligning with love. Venus is direct. And although our 6-day commitment is over, our commitment to ourselves is forever and ever. Amenra Asheo. So, in light of that, I wanted to use this deck, which is the Journey of Love, that is aligned with Rumi. Rumi is one of my favorite poets and writers, especially in regards to love and the understanding of love and the absorbing of love. His quotes are my absolute favorite. So I would be remiss to not use this deck as we are on this journey of love, self-love, and community love. And the interpretations are very, very specific because they do align with his work, his art, the poetry, and the art of Rasuli, but his art in regards to his written word. And I wanted to use this deck, but I will be reading from the actual book itself, so that you can get the very, very specific alignment. I usually do just channel, but this deck is very, very specific, and I definitely want to share what comes through based on the pile that you choose, based on the alignment with Rumi self and Alana Fairchild, who channeled the intuition based on his poetry and the artwork of Rasuli. So, without further ado, we are going to be using my True Love collection, Organized True Love Connection, yes, True Love Connection and Collection. I may have to switch it up to that. See, spirit works. My True Love Connection Organite pieces, and these align with Garnet. Garnet is a very, very powerful activating crystal, especially in regards to love and passion and connecting with your soulmate and your twin flame. So this is an Orgonite heart, and it's got garnet, red jasper, and rose quartz in this one. So extra potent, and aligns and matches perfectly with this wishcraft wand, which also has red jasper, garnet, and rose quartz. So if you choose that. And then this mirror is with garnet, copper, gold leaf, and steel, as well as clear quartz. So whichever true love energy is speaking to you, let's see what Rumi has in store for you. If you chose the True Love heart, which you could wear as a pendant, you can just hang around, or as a keychain, your message is Seed of the Heart. I am going to read Seed of the Heart for you if you chose Seed of the Heart. Within each one of us is a divine seed of love, waiting to blossom into fullness. We don't always know what type of blossom we shall be. However, sometimes if we try to figure it out in advance, the blossoming itself can cause us anxiety, pain, or fear, because it is taking us into an unknown, unexpected direction. We may even fear that the direction we are heading is away from our life path and purpose, as if that were even possible. The seed in the heart arises as guidance when we are unfolding in a new manifestation of divine light within. It comes as encouragement to trust, to surrender, to allow, and to be open, unthinking and ready for the unexpected as possible. A plant just needs the right conditions to grow healthy. And if you have ever seen a blade of grass pushing up through a crack in a pavement, then you'll know that when something is meant to grow to the light, it will do so, even against the most apparently insurmountable odds. This oracle brings you guidance. The right conditions are being brought to you. The most perfect support for you and for your own divine blossoming. Trust. Know that the seed in your heart knows how to grow and life supports it. It is also a sign that something in your relationships is sprouting, a new energy. Don't be afraid to try new things and new ways of relating now as your life energy supports it. And Rumi says, when sky can imagine, the dark awake, in awe light pervades, and bears the vast tranquil mystery, softly caressing the blue bold birth. Ashe. In the live and through this journey, we were talking a lot about the weight of going through this kind of healing journey, the fact that healing is heavy and it takes a lot of courage. And that is what the seed of the heart is definitely aligning to, the anxiety that may come, but to have faith in the process and trust that you are here because you are ready. So let that sprout grow. Beautiful. If you chose the True Love Wishcraft Wand, then your message is the Blood Dance. The Blood Dance. And look at the artwork, just beautiful. The blood dance is, the heart craves life and the blood responds. In relationship to each other, life happens. The desire and the action, the movement of cycles, drawing in and letting go, rushing to the center and pushing far away to the extremities. It is the cycle of relationship, dancing between self and other, into oneness and into individuality. So it is with human beings in relationship with each other, and with human beings and the divine essence. Sometimes the heart of God feels so close. It's as though our own inner passion is the very blood rushing through it. Then we journey far, bringing our nourishment to where it is needed, to those who are cold and lonely, to the farthest reaches of our own dark self, that we may, if very brave, dare to love completely. Though we can be lonely for the warmth of the center, then, craving that feeling of being home soon enough, we are called back to the core of the divine heart, and the cycle continues. Remember that you are always in this dance of life. You are never apart from the divine. It is just that sometimes in our natural flow, it is easier to feel that divine presence than other times. Yet you are always the blood connected to the heart. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are connected to the divine source, to all that is. If you are experiencing a phase of feeling cut off from yourself, from your body, from another, or from the divine, even from your own feelings, spiritual connection or intuition, be reassured that this is temporary and a part of the cycle of life itself. Soon all connection shall return, with even greater warmth and nourishment, welcoming you home again with great love. If you feel you have been journeying in life and fear that you have lost your way, do not trouble yourself, precious soul. You are never far from the divine heart and will always be called home. And Rumi says, love's language speaks like sound of falling leaves, caressing wind to bear aroma sweet. You ask if I can love in measure true, and give emotions weight the scales do. Each tear releases more than words can say, expressing all my heart wants to convey. Beautiful. And the soon the connection shall return brought me back to me misspeaking and referring to this connection versus collection. And look at that perfect alignment, because it is absolutely about connection and reconnecting. And this is truly also about self-love, that when we feel like we've lost our way, we find our way back by taking it all inward and remembering that it is a cycle. There are ebbs and flows to this, and we have to be gentle with ourselves and just find our way back. Beautiful. If you chose the Garnet Mirror, your message is lovers. Lovers. Let's get to lovers. Yes, it's love. It drives you forward and pulls you back to your heart. It makes the mind mad with misunderstanding and breaks it open into enlightened compassion. It is love. Your yearning heart shall have it. Your destiny is to be the lover of the beloved. This oracle brings a message of love, love, love. It is finding you now. Be open to it in all forms. Be the god and goddess of love and paint the town red. Play in passionate embrace with life as your lover and prepare to receive even more than what you believe you are capable of handling. Whew. And Rumi says, love is a magic word that holds the universe together. It is both an emotion and something ephemeral that lives like a fire's glow, or the pink light on the clouds after the sun has set. It is alive and yet indefinable. It causes the heart to beat more rapidly, feelings to show, and young people to write, sing, dance, and become totally immersed in its hold. Love can beckon coyly or flaunt itself with wanton abandon. Love can live and grow seemingly forever or vanish in a fleeting moment when we least suspect. And in the twilight of our years, reflecting on the life we have lived, it is love which colors every turn and twist of our memory. And when we pass from this earthly plane, it will be love that will light our soul on its journey home. Oh. So, I'm really emotional right now. Thank you, Rumi. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you for this channeling, for this channeling, the work of Alana Fairchild Rassouli, Richard Cohn, and Rumi, for this collaboration. It's powerful. I don't work with this deck often. It's always a very specific alignment, and again, given the fact that this is about love, and everything that we've been talking about, everything that we just processed during the live, you know, it's all there. You know, the rituals that we were doing through the 6 days is all here, down to the letter to our beloved, and we're getting the message. We're getting the confirmations, particularly for those of us who went through this challenge, this commitment, because it wasn't a challenge. It was challenging, but it's part of the process. It's part of the commitment. It's part of the discipline and the responsibility to know that we're ready for this. And for understanding, again, the ebbs and flows, and the fact that we've got to plant the seeds and we have to have the patience. You know, the weight. This card is about the weight, the heaviness of what healing entails. And then this card is about the weight, that patience that is required in order for us to receive that love, that indefinable but perfect love aligning with our beloved. And if you have found your beloved, to constantly, continuously, just like for ourselves, practice that love ethic, practice that unconditional, practice that forgiveness, practice that community, that neighborliness. This is beautiful. So again, always remember that regardless of which deck you chose or which pile you chose, every message here is for you, and everyone is absolutely for us, because they were all right on point, letting us know we did this work. It is done. It is all happening. It is all here. It is yours. It is mine. And I'm kind of giddy right now. So I thank you. I love you. Again, I don't use that lightly anymore, and nor should you. I love you, unless we forget. Time to get back to natural.